request everyone in the hall to now please get settled and keep your mobile phones in silent mode. All right, now that our guests are here, Namaskar, a very good morning, everyone. And what a lovely morning it is, because we are all gathered here for the second edition of Soa Literary Festival being hosted by Shiksha Anusandhan University, a front-ranking university of our country. And on behalf of Soa University, this is Diksha Tiwari, extending a very warm welcome to all of you to this congregation of eminent authors, storytellers, poets, linguists, historians, commentators, critics, translators, filmmakers, dramatists, and artists. A big round of applause for all of them. We have a galaxy of more than 250 eminent personalities who will be joining us from different parts of the country for this Lit Fest, and they have all come together under one roof to discuss the contemporary trends in Indian art, culture, and literature. So be rest assured, the university halls and auditoriums would be coming alive with engaging conversations, storytelling, music, poetry, and much camaraderie over the next 3 days. Of course, goes without saying, the festival being organized in the land of Kalinga will also focus on the rich literary and cultural legacy of Odisha. Celebration of words and ideas, an apt tagline for this festival, started its journey into brainchild of the SOA for Preservation, Propagation, and Restoration of Ancient Heritage of India, Prachin, a SOA initiative aiming at preservation, propagation, and restoration of the country's rich heritage and culture. The festival was a grand success in the first edition, and we are hoping that the second edition will be much bigger, better, and impactful. So a lot to look forward to over the next 3 days, and I don't think there should be any more delay from our side in getting this started. So I'll take this opportunity to request all our esteemed guests on dais to please proceed to light the ceremonial lamp for an auspicious beginning of this festival.
गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय
That marks an auspicious beginning to our event. The traditional way to start it always. Thank you to all our esteemed guests. Of course, a traditional welcome also cannot be complete without the flowers. So I'll now request our volunteers to please come on stage and present bouquets to all our esteemed guests on dais. Can we have the bouquets, please? Thank you, volunteers. May I now request everyone to please rise for the SOA anthem.
शिक्षा अनुसंधान रक्षा
Thank you, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, it does take a lot of efforts and hard work to organize a literary event of this stature. But at the same time, it also requires a lot of heart. And the Prachin team of SOA, led by Dr. Gayatri Balapanda, has is considered one of the brightest stars of the literary landscape, being an eminent Odia poet, fiction writer, literary critic, columnist, academician, and editor herself, has left no stone unturned to help you all make some wonderful memories for a lifetime during the second edition of the Soa Literary Festival. I'll now request her to present the welcome address.
Good morning, one and all present here. Professor Dr. Manoj Ranjan Naik, Honorable Founder, President of Shiksha Anusandhan, Professor Pradipta Kumar Nanda, esteemed Vice Chancellor, Mr. Madhav Kaushik, President Sahitya Academy, and eminent poet and author, Dr. Pratibha Rai, Ganapith Awadi, and eminent Odia writer, Professor Ashish Nandi, eminent political psychologist, social theorist, and critic, Dr. K. Srinivas Rao, eminent author and secretary, Sahitya Academy, Divya Datta, actor and author, my respected co-writers and colleagues, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I take this opportunity to greet you as Peter did 3 centuries ago. Welcome everyone, welcome absolutely everyone. Peter Das was a Lutheran priest and the foremost Norwegian poet of his generation, writing both Baroque hymns and topographical poetry. I am Dr. Gayatri Balapanda, head of Prachin, a center set up by the Shiksha Anusandhan deemed to be university, expanded. It stands for SOA, Center for Preservation, Propagation and Restoration of Ancient Culture and Heritage of India. It is the brainchild of Professor Dr. Manoj Ranjan Naik, founder of Shiksha Anusandhan, whose impeccable leadership has hugely contributed towards creating an incredible ecosystem for quality academics, research, and healthcare in our state. Shiksha Anusandhan stands as one of the top-notch universities of India today, providing professional education in a plethora of subjects for more than 15 years. The university is ranked 15th in the country by the National Institutional Ranking Framework, NIRF, in 2023 and is counted among the best in the Eastern region. Around 15,000 students from within India and other countries have been pursuing courses in this university in diverse disciplines, including engineering, medicine, dental sciences, pharmaceutical sciences, management, nursing, hospitality, and tourism management, law, agricultural sciences, and veterinary sciences. The Institute of Medical Sciences and some hospital, Faculty of Medicine of SOA, has emerged as one of the most trusted hospitals in Odisha and neighboring states. As per the NIRF ranking of 2023, SOA's Faculty of Medicine was ranked 16th in the country, while the faculties of legal studies, dental sciences, and engineering were placed 8th, 9th, and 27th nationally in that order. SOA's founder president, Professor Naik, whose contribution towards extending top-drawer healthcare facilities to the people is greatly appreciated, played a significant role in the battle against COVID-19 when the SOA University set up 5 separate COVID hospitals in collaboration with the state government to treat the afflicted. While endeavoring to provide the students the best of professional education with state-of-the-art infrastructure and strong focus on academics and research, Shiksha Anusandhan has not of the need to extend its hand in areas like preservation, propagation, and restoration of ancient heritage and culture of India. This has led to the launching of Prachin. SOA believes that though science and technology are the vehicles through which modern society's progress is made possible, it should be done in an environment which is fragrant with art, culture, and literature. At the philosophical core of Prachin lies a commitment to mobilize and coordinate expertise to address critical issues of conservation. Prachin's main thrust is to undertake various publications and organize workshops, seminars, symposia to provide an understanding and appreciation of the philosophy, aesthetics, and beauty inherent in Indian art and culture. Its vision is for a world in which cultural heritage, its preservation, propagation, and restoration is inextricably linked with notions of progress, inclusivity, well-being, and stability. Prachin has undertaken some major programs like publication of critical edition of original Sarala Mahabharat, digitization of ancient texts and manuscripts, introduction of PhD courses in anthropology and tribal studies, yoga, and culture studies. Prachin has already brought out critical editions of 11 out of 18 purvas of the Sarala Das Mahabharata, authored by the 15th century poet Sarala Das, who has been acknowledged as the first great poet of Oriya literature. Prachin has made a fresh attempt to prepare a new critical edition of Sarala Das Mahabharata, including digitalization, translation, prose rendering, production of corpora, dictionary, and literary encyclopedia. Prachin has also undertaken some major programs like digitization. Until now, it has digitized more than 10 lakh pages of material, including most Oriya periodicals published before 1950, several post-1950 magazines, and over 6,000 books. The first edition of Soa Literary Festival was conducted by Prachin on February 1st and 2nd, 2020, which was a great success. Unfortunately, a few weeks after the event, the world has thrown into turmoil of COVID-19, swept across continents, dangling a huge question mark over the future of humanity. It interrupted life. We are glad that despite the interruption and delay, we are able to come together and hold the second Lit Fest today. Sahitya Academy, in collaboration with Prachin, organized a conclave of tribal writers of India, representing 49 tribal languages on the occasion of International Day of World's Indigenous People on August 9, 2023 in Bhubaneswar. The two-day program included panel discussions, poetry readings, short story readings, talks, and performances focusing on relevant themes. I, on behalf of the Soa family and Prachin, feel honored to welcome the galaxy of eminent writers, thinkers, critics, and poets who have been extremely kind to accept our invitation to grace this inaugural function. I also take this opportunity to welcome the dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Pratibha Rai, Professor Rashish Nandi, Mr. Madhav Kaushik, Dr. K. Srinivas Rao, and Madam Divya Datta. We are grateful to you once again for being with us this morning. Prachin's endeavor to organize the three-day second literary festival from today is an attempt to bring together the brightest stars on the country's literary firmament on a single platform and provide ourselves the opportunity to listen to and learn from them about the contemporary trends in Indian art and literature. It also gives us the opportunity to celebrate the plurality of languages in our country. This interface will not only encourage new ideas and their dissemination, but also create an atmosphere for intellectual exchange. Literature allows us to question some of our most prominent beliefs and examine our lives, giving them a deeper meaning. Literature is important and necessary. It provides growth, strengthens our minds, and gives us the ability to think out of the box. The Soa Literary Festival is not a place where we seek a consensus. It is not a festival where we are looking for one answer, as writing is a manifestation of the writer's original thought. Let's write what we like. Let's read what we want. Literature is a slice of life. It holds a mirror to life. Literature, as they say, is a seismograph of the society it portrays. We once again express our gratitude to SOA's founder president, Professor Dr. Manoj Ranjan Naik, for facilitating this wonderful gathering of lovers of literature. Looking forward to the next edition of Soa Literary Festival, we wish to announce that from 2024, the Soa Sahitya Samman will be presented to an eminent literature of the country chosen by a national jury, and it will carry a cash component of rupees 7 lakh. I feel overwhelmed while welcoming each and everyone to this serene function. All my colleagues have been trying hard to make this event a success and make your stay comfortable. There could still be slip-ups, which we pray may kindly forgive him. Thank you all for joining us at the inauguration of second Soa Literary Festival. Together we look forward to a great learning experience over the next 3 days. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Panda, for setting beautifully the tone for this event and also highlighting the efforts of Prachin. And yes, we would definitely like to thank the founder president of Soa University, Professor Manoj Ranjan Naik, for this wonderful event. A big round of applause for him. Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we are privileged to have the esteemed presence of one of India's iconic women writers, Dr. Pratibha Ray, a legend and household name in Odisha. She is the recipient of Padma Bhushan, prestigious Gyanpeeth, Murti Devi Sahitya Akademi Awards. She was one of the earliest writers to reimagine Draupadi in Jagyaseni. Known for her bold approach to writing, her works have been in quest for a social order based on equality, love, peace, and integration since she first penned at the age of 9. A rich legacy in literature apart, she made her mark as a devoted academician and is remembered for her commendable work with the Bonda tribe. Her Adi Bhumi, which is based on her research on the Bonda Kangari, is considered groundbreaking. One of the most widely read Odia novelists and short story writers, her work are of course deeply grounded in the great tradition of storytelling. Defining her brand of feminism as humanism, she believes every woman has the force of a goddess. May I humbly request her to present the inaugural address. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of Honorable MP Mr. Manas Mangaraj, who is here with us today. A very warm welcome to him.
Namaskar. At the outset,